Not exactly sure how to pronounce this kid's first name, so if I'm off base, please let me know. But I think it's Jireh Edwards, 2026. It's not supposed to say quarterback. This kid's a safety, 6'2", 205. St. Francis, Maryland. We're going to be watching him go against some of the nation's best high schools. So definitely going to be a high level of competition. Just bear that in mind. This is Duncanville here. It's Keelan Russell. That one deserved like 3 pullbacks. Sometimes I get so bored watching football, like specifically the quarterbacks. Man, I love football. I love all the intricacies of the game. Don't get me wrong, but every now and then I just need to see some skulls get cracked. I don't know what it is. I got a mean streak in me. That kid just laid the wood before. Mm. Mm. Like I said, they're gonna be playing good competition. That last play was another Duncanville. It's about as good as it's gonna get. I don't really see better competition at the high school level. And he absolutely blew this play up. So we're kind of seeing him play a whole lot of box, some nickel corner here. Probably won't get a good read on if this kid's a free safety or not, but he's just so damn physical that I'd probably want to keep him close to the line of scrimmage anyway. And like I'm completely of the belief that how physical a football player is has like hardly anything to do with how athletic and how strong they are. It's got a little to do with that, but I just think it's such a mentality thing because you'll watch some of these kids like run 4.3 40s, like play safety, and they just don't lay the wood. And they've a lot of times they have plenty. They definitely have the size to do it. So I just definitely think it's a mentality thing, and that's one of those things that you're not going to be able to teach a kid to just pick up. And here's another point of coaching here, not coaching, but evaluation or whatever you want to call it. It's good to have a kid like that wants to lay the wood, but then there's some times where you just have to rap and you're not in a place to do it. Otherwise, the kid's just going to bounce off of you. And I think we saw that here. This is more like a wrestling type thing than him just trying to like put his shoulder into him, especially at the goal line. Like, really not the time to go head hunting. We hardly talk about tackling, form tackling, angle tackling, all that on this, because we just try to get a good read on the athleticism. But when you see a kid do it, it kind of sticks out. I think you kind of expect kids not to be good at it yet just because they're so young. Like, we watch a lot of sophomore, junior year highlight tapes in high school. But you could definitely see this kid, and it probably speaks more to the program of them getting these kids ready for the next level. The athleticism stuff's just one thing. You got to be these kids good football players. Is that going to translate to the next level? Certainly think this kid's physicality does. And here's another one. Probably came in a bit too high, but I already saw him lay the wood. If he whiffs on a shoulder where he just tries to light him up, this kid's going for 10 yards. That was St. Joseph's, another school. Just these aren't like slapdick programs they're playing here. So I think you see the explosiveness show up in the run game when he's coming up field to make a tackle, and I also think it shows up as a pass defender. And I think it matters a bit more. You have to be a bit more explosive as a nickel, or the closer to the line of scrimmage you are. You can some of these free safeties you'll watch, and be like, okay, they're kind of stiff. You know, they don't come downhill that fast. It's a problem against the run, but a lot of times when you're asking these kids to be a pass first player, it's not that big of a deal, to be honest, because they got more room to get there. You know, it's more, you usually talk about long speed with those free safety type prospects. This kid is going to be more of a box safety, I think, not just because of the physicality, that certainly plays a role in it, but I think more because of the frame and the explosiveness as well. So we're going to go ahead and give him a 5 on the explosiveness. Listed at what, 6'2", 205. I like his frame a whole lot for his position. I'm gonna give him a 6 there. Didn't really get to see the long speed at all. We'll give him a 4 for now. 5 on the change of direction. Thought the man coverage skills looked pretty good. And a 5 on the ball skills. So yeah, I like this kid a whole lot. You know, he's not a free safety, I don't think, but in my first read, he's more of a box safety nickel, which, you know, that's not a bad thing. I think the kid's gonna do a great job at the next level playing that position. So let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm off base. My evaluation, let me know. Another question, when you watch these safeties, you start having the conversation, are they going to move this kid to linebacker? This kid specifically, I don't think so. But I would completely understand the thought process. But I don't think so, not with this kid. But thanks for watching.